What's new and what's missing, and is MIUI 12.5 enhanced really enhanced, or is it a way to fool you? Hey peeps, what's up? Munchie here, back with another video. And Xiaomi, Poco, whatever you want to call them, rolled out MIUI 12.5.3 Enhanced Edition on the global Poco F3 and on the Indian variant of the Xiaomi Mi 11X. Installation videos are linked in the description of the video, but I think at the time of recording this video, they have made the update a closed beta. So I'm not sure what is going on over there, but in this video, we are going to cover what is new in this MIUI 12.5.3 Enhanced Edition, what is missing, and is it really something enhanced, or is it just some way to fool you by using fancy words? So this here is the Poco F3, which right now is running MIUI 12.5.3 and based on Android 11, of course, and this is the enhanced edition. The first change you will notice is that the security patch has been updated to August 2021. And of course, a lot of you are going to ask me, hey Manchi, why are you using the Poco version, right? Why are you not using the system launcher or the Mi 11X version? Well, to be very honest, I wanted to check if like MIUI 12.5 Enhanced Edition can fix the broken animations of Poco Launcher, and I was absolutely right. It cannot. Nobody can fix the animations on this crappy poop launcher. The animations are still broken even though we are running MIUI 12.5 Enhanced Edition. I mean, that is like super irony of life. Next change you will notice is that the volume panel has changed a little bit. You now have these two sliders at the bottom to set a timer for your alarm and your DND. Next up, you will notice that the blur effect has changed. So with the new UI, you can see the images of Spider-Man. With the old one, it was pretty blurred out, and no, you still do not get the new power menu. The power menu is still the old one. And yes, before I forget, the elephant in the room is present. So if you go into settings, additional settings, you have something called memory extension, which adds 2 GB of RAM by occupying storage. Again, a lot of you will think, oh, this is gonna increase my gaming performance, all those things. Blunt answer, no, not gonna happen, not gonna increase your gaming performance. In my humble opinion, just a marketing gimmick because IQ did it, so Xiaomi also had to do it. And of course, shameless plug, detailed video about this is linked in the description of this video. Next new change you might notice is in the screen recorder UI. So let me open the screen recorder and bam, you see this floating bar. This is something which is new, and of course you can use the first option to start your screen recording. The second one will take you to the pictures and videos which have been captured by the screen recorder. The next one will take you to the settings of screen recorder, and you do have different options over here, which does include 90 fps. And last but not the least, if you go into your system app updater, you might notice that the UI has changed a little bit, and you might have a list over here, and the other updatable applications would be on the bottom as a vertical line. Now, what is missing? Well, the gallery application is still the old one. You do not get any memories tab or anything like that. Nothing new in the camera application either. Everything is same old, same old. We already talked about the old power menu as well. And then, do you get Game Turbo 4.0? Hell no, you do not get Game Turbo 4.0. Digital well-being and parental controls, again, still the old one from Google. You do not get the MIUI one with focus mode. Do you get battery health information in your battery section? No, hell no, you do not get that either. If you go into your privacy protection, do you get the option of getting a notification if something is accessing your microphone or camera? Nope, you do not get that either. Let us now talk about the performance part, because Xiaomi made a big deal about this MIUI 12.5 Enhanced Edition as if it was gonna increase the performance like 20-fold and all those blah blah things they did. So how did I test it? Well, my normal testing includes 4 back-to-back runs of Antutu followed by a run of CPU throttle test. But something interesting happened over here, so I had to execute the throttle test twice. Anyways, here are the Antutu scores on your screen right now, and as you can see, it is like nothing super or mind blowing out of the world. It's, if you compare it with 12.5.2, it is absolutely like normal or along the same lines, and the same thing holds true for your Antutu temperature increase, the battery used during the Antutu test. Of course, everything was run at 120 fps with ambient temperature of 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. Now, another interesting thing is that the Geekbench scores, they went down, and I was like surprised, so I executed it one or two times and the results were consistent. So the Geekbench scores have actually gone down. And then coming over to the CPU throttle test. Now, herein the interesting thing which happened was, on the first run of throttle test for 12.5.3 enhanced, right, it said no throttle, and I was like shocked because never seen something like no throttling of the CPU during a CPU throttle test. So I executed it twice, but then while I was, populating the Excel with the numbers, I saw, oh, yep, there it is. You can see for the no throttle one, the scores are like the lowest. Everything is below the 200,000 mark. So the maximum, the minimum, the average, of course, will be below that. But it was below 200,000, so that is why there was like no throttle. Now, super important thing to note over here is that the second run on the enhanced edition, the CPU max frequency dropped to 2.45, which is like super surprising. So I mean, going by those numbers, I don't think so there is anything special about this enhanced edition. And then I also performed a real life test. So the first test was scrolling through developer options, and there it is, you can see on your screen. Nothing special about it to the naked eye. On camera, everything was like same on 12.5.2 and 12.5 enhanced edition. The next test I did was with Poco Launcher and trying to access my Google feed. Now, Poco Launcher is crappy as hell. It can bring down an elephant to its knees, and that's what it did over here. The Google feed is laggy on Poco Launcher, irrespective of the device, whether it is the Poco F3, the Mi 11X, or the Poco X3 Pro. It is crappy as hell. The next test I did was Chrome. So I was, browsing through Chrome, scrolling up and down at 120, and again, you can see on your screen right now, there isn't anything super extraordinary out of the world or nothing like that. It's not like super fast or the speed of scrolling has increased. It is absolutely normal, and it is same on both 12.5.2 and 12.5 enhanced edition. And now, just for giggles sake, what I did was I rooted my Poco F3, installed the Magisk module for system launcher, which is your Miui launcher, and then I did another test of scrolling through the Google feed, and voila, hence proved. Poco Launcher is poop launcher, because System Launcher definitely performed better in your Google feed test, and there were no lags, nothing like that. So the culprit over here, if you feel your Google feed is crappy, is poop launcher. Root your device, remove that thing, install MIUI launcher or System Launcher, and of course videos are linked in the description of this video. Now, the only thing I could not test over here was the battery backup or whatever, more life between charges they want to give you, because that process will take at least 1 week for testing one version and then another week for testing the other version. Otherwise, it is like useless to do a battery test within like 24 hours. So that is something which I'm not gonna do. But what is the final take on MIUI 12.5 enhanced edition? My personal final take is it is all placebo effect. People are gonna get fooled just because Xiaomi said we made the animations smoother. You will see videos of people like, oh, this is smoother, this is smoother, whereas when in actual you use it with the naked eye, you won't be able to feel the difference or make out the difference until and unless you're using poop launcher on your Google feed, which is equally bad on both 12.5.2 and 12.5 enhanced edition. The change log for 12.5 enhanced edition is like focused algorithms or new algorithms will dynamically allocate system resources based on specific scenes. Give me a real life example, right? You put on all these big words, people get impressed. Real life experience, same as before. Atomized memory. ultra fine memory management mechanism will make RAM usage more efficient. Just FYI, here it is with the extended memory or whatever they're calling it enabled. I am still having 6 GB available, so it in no way is telling me that it is actually working. I just have to assume it is working because the toggle is enabled. Maybe it does nothing in the background, right? And you see the changelog ultra fine memory management. To be very honest, any unused RAM is wasted RAM. So with 6 GB, 8 GB devices, if you have good enough RAM management, you don't need this marketing gimmick of extended RAM. And then like liquid storage, new sensitive storage mechanisms will keep your system vibrant and responsive as the time goes by. It is at the same level. Nothing new, nothing has changed. Just some marketing gimmick. Feature set is still the same. China still gets more features. Global devices still get less features. That is how it's going to be, no matter what marketing they try to sell you with these fancy words. Oh, and before I forget, don't be surprised if MIUI 12.5 Enhanced Edition gets you enhanced bugs.